So today we're going to use the inverse just to check our answers to our word problems. Well, first of all, we need to try and solve our word problem. So we need to know, what is it we actually want to find out? Well, it says here, there are 15 toys that 3 children want to share. How many toys can they play with each? So that's what we want to know. How many toys can they play with each? Well, we know there are 15 toys and that 3 children are going to share them. So if we're sharing, that means we must be using the division. So let's start with that. 15 toys, and then 3 children are going to share them, which means we need to divide by 3. So there's a few different ways we could do this. We could count in threes, we could do some grouping, we could share them. But I know my 3 times table, I'm going to count up to 15. So there's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of 3 in 15, which means 15 divided by 3 equals 5. So we think we've solved it. That's the first step. But today we want to use the inverse to make sure that we've got it correct. So we're going to invert this. So I know that if we're starting with 15 as a divisible number, that needs to be the answer in the inverted equation. So I can start with 3 or 5. I'm going to start with 3. I'm going to multiply it, because remember, multiplication is the inverse of division. The 3 multiplied by 5. And if we've worked that out correctly, it should equal 15. Let's count in 5s just to make sure. 5, 10, 15. Perfect. There are 3 5s in 15. So we have got our answer correct. So we've solved the word problem, and then we've used the inverse to check that we have the answer correct.